The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.
Cypress Bay High takes on Coral Glades High tonight on School Duel. Welcome to School Duel, where 50 high schools from Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties competed to be part of the show. The top 20 schools made it to the televised rounds, where they battle it out in an academic tournament for South Florida bragging rights. And the winner walks away with the school trophy from EDCO, a $1,000 check for each student courtesy of Bright Star Credit Union and Chick-fil-A. And continuing this season, each team advancing to the semifinals qualifies for the National Academic Championship. Details on this competition are at QUnlimited.com. Now, with that much at stake, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the brackets for this week's game. As you see, the second round game features last year's runner-up Cypress Bay High versus Coral Glades High in what is going to be quite a showdown. The winner between the two schools will be moving on to the quarterfinals. So let's hear it for our two competitors. But wait, there's more, because during the show, each student will compete in the Chick-fil-A Challenge. Here, the student with the most correct answers throughout the show will win Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year. Sounds good? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Our first round is called the warning shot. Here, it's school against school, competing with toss-up questions directed at the entire group. Each question is worth 10 points, and if a question is answered incorrectly, the other school gets one chance to steal the points. All right, schools, are you ready? All right, let's do it. Prepare for the warning shots. Ladies and gentlemen, your first question deals with menus. Venison, duck, goose, seafood, cornbread, leeks, and wine were some of the menu for what famous meal that surprisingly did not Jake?
The Last Supper.
Incorrect. Coral Glades. That surprisingly did not include turkey. Laura?
Thanksgiving.
Correct. Good job. Moving along to football. Football players who do this are considered part of the defense, while field goal kickers are considered part of the offense. Name this play most commonly seen on fourth down where one team kicks the ball as far. Juan?
Punt.
Correct. Good job. Moving along to countries. From the Spanish word for live coals, this country has given its name to a tree and nut. Of the world's 5, yes, Justin?
Brazil.
Brazil is correct. Good job. Tools. Types of this common blacksmith tool include ball peen, dead blow, and sledge. Yes, Juan?
Hammer.
Correct. Awesome. Moving along to terms. Give the most common term for molten hot magma after it leaves. Laura?
Lava.
Lava is correct. Good job. Moving along to world history. Here we go. The Christian church had its beginning in which Middle Eastern city, also considered very important by Muslims? Yes, Justin?
Jerusalem.
Good job. All right, we're on a roll here. And ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for that What Am I question, brought to you by Spaghetto's Restaurant in Davie. This is where our contestants will be given a clue about something or someone and shown a picture that will slowly reveal itself. The first school to buzz in and answer correctly will get the points. So here we go. Its area can be found by taking half the product of the length of those two diagonals. Give the most common term for this shape. Yes, Katarina?
Rhombus.
Rhombus is correct. Good job. And every rhombus is a parallelogram, and a rhombus with right angles is a square. Little known fact for you there. Moving along to flags for points. What two colors are found on the Canadian flag? Jake?
Red and white.
Yes, sir. Correct you are. Let's move on to 18th century. When Congress passed the tax on distilled spirits in 1791, the result was a brief rebellion on America's western frontier by those who didn't want to pay. What name for the rebellion comes from? Laura?
Whiskey Rebellion?
Yes, good job. Game shows. This Merv Griffin creation didn't start spinning until the early 80s. Yes, Laura?
Wheel of Fortune?
Correct. Good job. Restraint. When doing a scientific experiment, you should always avoid what practice of claiming others' ideas or work as your own? Laura?
Plagiarism?
Good job. Laura's on a roll here. Moving along to plants. It's one of Dr. Stephen Pratt's 14 superfoods. Related to the nightshade, its leaves and stems are inedible, but the fruit itself contains the antioxidant lycopene. What is this vining plant used in ketchup? Jake.
Tomato.
Correct. Good job. Oh, that went really fast. That's the buzzer, and that means the end to the warning shot round. We do have Cypress Bay leading with 70 points. Coral Glades has 50 points, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel just after these messages. Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
Improve your money skills with Bright Star University. At Bright Star University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Bright Star University is brought to you by Bright Star Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
to team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
School Duel, the first round of action ended with Cypress Bay leading 70 points to Coral Glades' 50 points. Now, before we begin the second round, let's go ahead and take a minute to meet this week's competitors from each school. Let's start with the Cypress Bay Lightning. We are going to start off with Justin, who is a junior this year. Justin, I'd like for you to give a special shout out to a teacher who's just made a remarkable impression on your life.
I'd like to shout out to Mr. Worcester, our AP US history teacher and our team sponsor.
Sounds good. Mr. Worcester, that shout out's for you. Moving on, we have Katarina, who's a senior. Same thing. Go ahead with your shout out.
I'd like to make a shout out to Miss Salmeri, our amazingly patient Rho Kappa sponsor.
Sounds good. And next to you is Juan, who's a senior. Juan, welcome, and go ahead.
I'd like to make a shout out to Mr. Eric Adzma, our AP European history teacher.
Sounds good. And last but not least, we do have the captain of Cypress Bay's team, Jake, who's returning your second time on School Duel. Yep. You're a senior this year. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming back. And who are you giving a shout out to?
I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Farmer, our statistics teacher.
Sounds good. And they, ladies and gentlemen, are representing Cypress Bay. And now that we know all of them, let's go ahead and meet their competitors from Coral Glades. They are the Jaguars. We're going to start off with Neri. Neri, you're a senior, and in all the years that you've been in school, who would you like to give a shout out to?
I'll shout out Mr. Montalto, our UNC sponsor.
All right, sounds good. Next to you, we have Olivia, who's a senior. Floor is yours.
I'm going to send a shout out to Miss Brissett, our AP World History teacher.
Nice. And Dana, you're a senior. Dana, who are you going to shout out?
I'm going to shout out Mrs. Ferrand, who's actually our college advisor.
Sounds nice. All right, last but not least, we do have the captain of Coral Glades' team, Laura, who's a senior. Laura, last but not least, give your shout out.
I'd like to shout out Mr. Alonzo, our AP Comparative Government teacher.
Sounds good. And shout out to all the teachers, Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County, who hold it down every day. We appreciate all that you do. And now that we know everyone, let's go ahead and move on to round two, the joust. Here, one player from each school competes head-to-head with a 10-point toss-up question. The player that wins then gets 3 bonus questions with their school, worth 5, then 10, and then 15 points. All right, schools, it is time to joust. Jake and Laura, come on down. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Name for a sharp claw of an animal, especially, yes, Jake?
A talon.
Correct, good job. All right, Cypress Bay, the following bonus questions all deal with the bodies of birds. Your first bonus question is worth 5 points. Also, as in humans, this organ produces bile to aid in digestion. Yes, Katarina?
Liver.
Liver is correct. Good job. Here's your second bonus question, Cypress Bay. It's 10 points. Birds may swallow small rocks that end up here and are used to help pulverize what a bird eats because birds don't have teeth. Jake?
Beak.
Incorrect. That would be the gizzard. Bonus question number 3, worth 15 points. In both birds and humans, what organ of the body removes waste products from the blood? Juan?
The kidneys.
Kidney is correct. Good job. All right, we're going to have Dana and Juan come on down. It is your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. In Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet, what word completes the famous phrase, parting is such sweet... Yes, Dana?
Sorrow.
Yes, ma'am. Good job, Coral Glades. The following bonus questions all deal with filling in the blanks of quotes from Romeo and Juliet. Here's your first bonus question worth 5 points. Quote, that which we call a blank by any other name would smell, Olivia?
Rose.
Rose is correct. Here's your second bonus question worth 10 points. Quote, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east and Juliet is the? Laura?
Sun.
Correct. Here's your third bonus question worth 15 points. Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their blank. Neri?
Hearts.
Incorrect. That would be swords. All right, Olivia, Katarina, come on down. Ladies, it's your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. It is easy to clean up, which makes it great for kids. However, serious artists have to use several layers of it to make it look like they want. Name this common and inexpensive type of paint. Yes, Katarina?
Watercolor.
Correct. Good job. Now at Cypress Bay, the following bonus questions all deal with types of paint used by serious artists. Bonus question number 1, 5 points. Brushes dipped in this paint have to be cleaned with turpentine. Artists varnish these paintings when they're done, but it takes a really long time to dry. Yes, Katarina?
Oil.
Oil is correct. Here's your second bonus question worth 10 points, Cypress Bay. This is both a type of paint and a material you can make clothing out of. A resin of it can be used to make hard plastics with various light transmitting properties as well. Juan?
Acrylic.
Yes, good job. Third bonus question is 15 points. Make this paint by mixing the powder of your color you want with egg yolk. Katarina?
Tempera.
Yes, very good. All right, last but not least, Justin, Neri, come on down. It is your turn to joust. Gentlemen, here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Name the fearsome fish native to South America whose teeth can reduce a mammal to a skeleton in... Yes, Neri?
Piranha.
Piranha is correct. Good job, Coral Glades. The following bonus questions all deal with the animal world. Here's your first bonus question, 5 points. It does not bark, but yelps and howls more like a wolf and especially likes to chow down on sheep. Name this free-ranging... Yes, Neri?
Coyote.
Incorrect. It'd be a free-ranging dog of Australia, and that's a dingo. Moving along to your second bonus question worth 10 points. The largest and heaviest New World monkey, its characteristic roar, can be heard for about 2 miles. Name it. Yes, Neri?
Howler monkey.
Yes, good job. Bonus question number 3 worth 15 points. This freshwater eel-like jawless fish attaches itself to other fish and sucks out blood. Can you name it? Laura?
Leech.
Incorrect. It's a lamprey. Oh, there's the buzzer. That means the end to the joust. We do have Cypress Bay leading 140. Coral Glades has 95 points, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
We love magnet programs! From elementary to high school, Broward County Public Schools magnet programs provide extra opportunities and experiences for students in specific fields of study. International Baccalaureate, Military Academy, Montessori, Performance and Visual Arts, Sciences, and many others. The programs are free. Shop early for your child's education. Apply online today at browardschools.com. Broward County Public Schools magnet programs.
Missing school? You're missing out. Regular attendance equals education, and education equals success.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Welcome back to School Duel, where local high schools match wits to see who will be this year's School Duel champion. This second round match has Cypress Bay competing against Coral Glades High. Cypress Bay currently is leading with 140 points. Coral Glades has 95 points. We are now ready for the rapid fire round. During this round, the teams will receive a category of questions to answer within 60 seconds. Each question is worth 10 points, and if any questions are answered incorrectly, the other school will have the opportunity to steal the points. Now, since Coral Glades is trailing, they get to pick their category. Today's choices are starts with F or starts with S. So which category would you like, Coral Glades?
We'll take starts with S.
Thanks, Laura. All right, schools, here comes rapid fire. Coral Glades starts with S. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter S. Remember, you have 60 seconds to answer these questions worth 10 points each. So cue music and let's begin. Capital of Sweden?
Stockholm.
Charlie Brown's younger sister?
Susie.
It is more commonly called your breastbone.
Sternum.
Yellow non-metal found in nature.
Sulfur.
Baseball position between the third baseman and the
shortstop.
Greek credited as one of the founders of Western philosophy.
Socrates.
State whose capital city is Columbia.
South Carolina.
The tiny space between two nerve cells.
Synapse.
Downhill skiing race with fewer gates than a giant slalom. 23 times 3.
69.
Very good. We got through all of your questions. Good job, Coral Glades. We only missed 2 questions, so therefore, Cypress Bay, you have the opportunity to answer the 2 questions that they missed. Charlie Brown's younger sister? Justin?
Sally.
Correct. Next question, downhill skiing race with fewer gates than a giant slalom. Jake?
Short slalom.
Incorrect. It's a super G. All right, we're going to stay with you, Cypress Bay, because now it's your turn to answer the questions with the category starting with F. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter F. Remember, you have 60 seconds to answer these questions worth 10 points each. Are you ready? Cue music and let's begin. This state's name means flowery land in Spanish.
Florida.
4th largest country by population in Europe.
France.
What form of literature begins with once upon a time?
A fairy tale.
This causes a nail to get hot when you hammer it.
Friction.
Ancient Chinese set of environmental principles, 2 words.
Feng Shui.
Italian city famed for its Renaissance.
Florence.
Police use this command to have people stop.
Freeze.
Large city that's part of the Dallas, Texas area's metroplex.
Fort Worth.
Form of quartz used to ignite the gunpowder in early.
Feldspar.
The Gulf of Bothnia lies between Sweden and this country.
Finland.
Good job. We got through all of your questions, Cypress Bay. You only missed 1 question, Coral Glades. Let's see if you know the answer to form of quartz used to ignite the gunpowder in early muskets. Laura?
Flint.
Correct. Good job. All right, that's the buzzer. That means the end of the rapid fire round. We do have Cypress Bay holding on to its lead of 240 points now. Coral Glades now has 185 points. But don't go anywhere. We're just going to take a short break, and then we'll be back for the final showdown.
Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
to team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
Improve your money skills with Bright Star University. At Bright Star University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Bright Star University is brought to you by Bright Star Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
With more School Duel just for you. We have got a good second round match going as Cypress Bay clings to its lead over Coral Glades. The current score, 240 points to 185 points. It is now time for the final showdown. This is the last round. Schools go against each other with toss-up questions, but this time these questions are now worth 20 points each. And remember, if a question is answered incorrectly, the other school can steal the points. All right, schools, this is for a spot in the quarterfinals. It is now time for the final showdown. Your first question deals with multiple meanings. What word, starting with P, can mean both a modeled horse and a modeled bean? Katarina?
Pinto.
Correct, good job. Geometry, the golden triangle is an isosceles triangle with a vertex angle of 36 degrees and base angles of what measurement? Jake?
72.
U.S. government, its purpose is to help farmers and ranchers and to ensure a steady food supply for America. Name this, Neri?
Subsidy.
Incorrect. Cypress Bay, name this federal cabinet department. Jake?
Department of Agriculture.
Correct. Two-word terms. In chemistry, give the two-word term for the temperature at which a solid turns to liquid. Jake.
Melting point.
Novels. It begins, quote, it is a truly universally acknowledged. Yes, Katarina?
Pride and Prejudice.
Palindromes. As a verb, it means to silence someone. As a noun, it's what you'd put in his mouth to do it. What? Yes, Katarina?
Gag.
King Arthur. What knight of King Arthur's Round Table, known for his purity, died after seeing the Holy Grail? Justin?
Lancelot.
Incorrect. Coral Glades? That's Sir Galahad. Moving along to musical instruments. It's been described as a clarinet with a cold in its chest. Which double reed is the main... Jake?
Oboe.
Incorrect. Coral Glades. Which double reed is the main bass instrument of the... Laura?
Bassoon.
Universities. Its basketball team plays in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Name this private college located in Durham with the... Yes, Juan?
Duke.
Correct. Lakes. Which of the Great Lakes has the lowest elevation and shares the name of Canada's most populated... Juan?
Ontario.
Quick math. What is the product of 32 times 12? Olivia?
384.
Correct. Capitals. It's the 5th most populous city in the U.S. Its suburbs include Glendale, Scottsdale. Yes, Juan?
Arizona.
Incorrect. Coral Glades. Its suburbs include Glendale, Scottsdale, Tempe, and Mesa. Yes, Laura?
Phoenix.
Comics. Its title characters are a 6-year-old boy and his stuffed tiger. Laura?
Calvin and Hobbes.
Spelling. How do you spell Scandinavia? Jake?
SCANDINAVIA.
Good job. Nonprofits. What nonprofit youth program administered and partly funded by the U.S. Department of Agriculture has a name that represents 4 personal development areas of focus for the organization? Dana?
YMCA.
Incorrect. Cypress Bay. Head, heart, hands, and health. Juan?
4-H.
Middle Ages, considered a part of feudalism in the Middle Ages. Name this form of slavery that tied peasants and their Juan.
Serfdom.
Chemistry, it turns red litmus paper to blue. Strong examples of it often contain hydroxide. Jake?
Bases, strong bases.
Multiple meanings, it can mean to play the cymbals in an orchestra, to attend a party without an invitation, or, yes, Katarina?
Crash.
Invasions, in 2003, a US-led coalition invaded what country? Juan?
Iraq.
Title, oh, there's the buzzer. That means the end to this second round school duel match as Cypress Bay held on to its lead, ending the game with 520 points. Coral Glades did an amazing job as well. They're ending with 265 points. Now, Cypress Bay, this win is putting you into the quarterfinals, so congratulations. Great job to everyone. Now, this also brings the end to the Chick-fil-A Challenge, and today's winner is, drum roll please, Jake from Cypress Bay. Congratulations. Congratulations, Jake, on your Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year. And at this time, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for making School Duel possible. And don't forget to check out our website at schoolduel.tv, where you can find out even more about all of the schools involved this year, as well as vote on who you thought was the player of the week for today's game. And of course, use hashtag SchoolDuel to contact us through social media. But most importantly, make sure that you tune in next week to School Duel Thursday at 7 p.m. as the Archimedean Upper Conservatory takes on the School for Advanced Studies for the next second round match. Goodbye, everyone.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.
Make sure you download the School Duel app on your smartphone so you can keep up to date with everything School Duel right at your fingertips. The School Duel app is available right now for all iPhone and Android users.